I don't know if it's entrepreneurship or being stubborn, but I think a lot of us need to get to the point where we prove to ourselves that we can do stuff. It is super important because that's going to light the fire for you to keep doing bigger things or more things that you want to do.
In the hatchery, we do have these rubber duck sessions where, yes, that is a perfect way to describe it. They're like little mini masterminds, and people take the ideas that you have in the moment, and you're able to move them forward in those sessions as well. I also host morning sessions called The Doctor Is In, just coffee,
Yeah.
low pressure sessions where you can bring ideas, whatever is on your mind, which I love because you never know where the conversation is going to go. Uh,
And it goes back to your point about taking action, taking the small action to stuff. And that's what the hatchery encourages. So a lot of your prompts and a lot of the things that we do are like, okay, we're going to use creativity. We're going to have fun. But at the end of the day, what's that small, tiny step that you can take that's going to push you forward? And those are important because after you do 5 or 6 or 7 or 13 of them, you've got the confidence and you've got something there. And I'm enjoying that process and I'm enjoying like having fun, which thank you, Hatchery. I'm being playful, I'm being more silly, I'm being more authentic to who I am.
Definitely. So there's many things that you just said in there that I want to touch on. One, that yes, doing things alone is definitely harder than doing it with community or collaborating with others. I just did a workshop yesterday with some folks at a tech conference for women of color. And one of the participants said what she took away from the workshop was that she had been struggling with these ideas of how to balance her wellness. And she realized that once she started doing it in collaboration with others and community, all these different light bulbs just started to go off. Ideas grew faster and go faster in community. Our ideas need others to bring them to life. The beauty of the hatchery for me is seeing people bring their thoughts and be so excited. Now I have a direction to go in where I was just before stuck and swirling in my head, going back and forth. Should I do this? Should I not do that? Should I do this? Oh, if I do that, then that will happen. And it's all about just putting out these little tiny experiments and going off and trying some things and then coming back to the community a month later and being like, okay, I tried this thing. Now I'm ready to try this other thing. What do you all think of that? And you all of a sudden you have this huge hive mind.
We don't realize that there's more ways. We don't have to live in pain. We don't have to move through pain to get things done. And I know that a lot of people in our community know that women or that minorities are told that the only way to make something count is through pain, and it doesn't happen that way.
Those are good words to end on. Thank you for joining me today, Eli. It was such a pleasure. I always learn something new when I am in conversation with others, and I hope that all of you took something away as well, and that you will consider joining us in the hatchery where we take those ideas that are swirling in your head, get you unstuck, and move you into creative momentum. And we do so together in collaboration, which is the beauty of the community.